Oh, friends, running kimono here. So I had to switch around the lineup this week because this is a video that's far too important. A lot of us are really minding our dollars and cents. So when we have 90% off toys over at Walgreens, this is the subject we have to be talking about. But before we hop into it, we have a freebie for everybody. You can order two 5x7 prints through the Walgreens app using the code FREE2PICK right through Tuesday the 14th. This is one per store card. When you are at the store, punch in your phone number. Maybe a booster might print for you, maybe not. And in case you missed it yesterday, have a bunch of in-store deals with register rewards, rolling your Walgreens cash and making deals happen. You might want to check out yesterday's video. I will link it at the end. Lots of freebies and magic in it. Okay, so right now Walgreens has aggressively put a lot of their toys up to 90% off. Not the whole fleet of toys, but a lot, because they're trying to make room, because for Christmas they have a bunch of new toys that show up on the floor, along with a lot of decor and a lot of food. So they need room. So a lot of this stuff is up to 90% off. Please treat this as a your mileage may vary, meaning not every store is the same. And I think the employees manually have to punch in the items and then sticker them, because some stores had completely different merchandise, I've noticed. Usually it's Saturday or Tuesdays that the employees will go through and start stickering everything. And you can always ask for a price check, but the one item at one store might be completely different from one to the next. You've seen some toys, 50% off for the longest time. Grab it and ask for a price check. And that other cart was a friend of mine who lives about an hour away. And then this was my cart. And you can see, like, other than the itty bitty Ninja Turtles, we have completely different items that we found at 90% off. A lot of us want these for stocking stuffers, future Easter gifts, future birthday gifts. You can do a lot with 90% off. This whole cart cost me $12, and I used 2 register rewards, and I think I paid $1, which was fantastic. Okay, so the first one we're going to talk about is this Hatchimal Alive. So it actually looks like some sort of like Easter craft thing. 5 toys that pop out of this thing, and it's supposed to be magic. The original price is $19.99 down to $1.99, $18 of savings. This guy would fit perfectly in a stocking. Put 2 candy canes and you got Christmas taken care of. Also super adorable. I think this is part of the Coco Melon. This guy who's 10 inches, so a very sizable doll, down to $1.29. If you have to shop for, 1 to 2-year-old kids, this would be an absolute perfect gift. This cute little plushie. And we also have this itty bitty, it's like mini Funko Pops. Kids like those miniatures for $1.49. I found only one of these, and then my friend found one as well. So we were kind of comparing and contrasting notes, and this is one item we were both like, oh my gosh. So very, very cute. And I know my nieces love anything super miniature, so this would be perfect for any little kid. And then we have these fluffies, stuffies, mini assorted. I guess you're supposed to pull them apart and make other toys. $1. A lot of influencers get really crazy about toys and they know exactly what everything is. I'm just like, well, I think it does this. Give the kids 2. We have the Friends trivia game for 93 cents. At another store, I saw the Office trivia game, but the Office was still like $4.99, which is really odd. But don't be shy to ask for a price check. Either go to the photo counter, or if you see an employee on the floor, if they might have a handheld scanner on them, say, hey, can I get a couple price checks? And this guy, it's called the Rack-a-Stack, a very classic kids toy for 93 cents. I haven't seen that price point for something like this in a very long time, so that is just classic, clearance, and it's really nice to see, especially if you have a little one you're buying a Christmas gift for, aunt and uncle, grandparent, or your own child. And for the boys, we have the dollar Marvel action figures. This would be perfect for Easter or for Christmas. I always like to make like Easter baskets and stockings for the kids. And especially for my nephew, it is so much easier to shop for girls than boys, so I am hoarding some of these toys. I did buy both of them. I found both Spider-Man and the Black Panther, so he's probably going to get one for Christmas and one for Easter. Ryan's World, this is an egg for $1.79. You know what's interesting? Both him and Jojo Siwa, I see a lot of their toys, but it's like, are they even like, are kids still interested in Ryan's World or Jojo Siwa? I'm not sure about that. I think it should be a penny at these stores, but that's just me. And now this food parody 3-pack. So it's just like some sort of putty toy for kids for 60 cents. This is a perfect little tiny item to throw into a stocking or an Easter basket. And yeah, 60 cents is definitely a great price point. It comes in this trio. It's called a compound, so I think it's like Play-Doh. It's probably scented too. There was a Nutella one, a cheese one, and some other like food one. They all have knockoff names of food. And then now the next bunch, I think shoppers bought them at 75% off, so they were only tagged, but there was no product. This first one is a Dinocorn plushie for $1.69. How adorable is this plushie? We also have the Magna Builds Classics for $1.99. 3 years plus. I wish I could have found 4 of these. I think my nieces and nephews would have loved it. I always try to buy things in like 4 count increments for something like this, but I couldn't even find one, so it's a lofty idea. And then the Adopt Me Mystery Pets for 58 cents, so a tinier little toy, and I think there must be a QR code to scan it in. It looks like something digital there on the left-hand side. And we also have these Surprise-A-Mills for 40 cents. That at the toe of a stocking, that would be absolutely ideal. And a lot of you are going to say, hey, can I just order this all through curbside? I recommend you go in store. You can see what your store might have for pickup. If you want to try typing in or scanning in some of these barcodes, by all means, feel free to do that. But the count might be inaccurate because this is clearance stuff. And then this is supposed to be some Nightmare Before Christmas sidekick, but this dog is popping up. I know it's not Nightmare Before Christmas, but maybe there's some sort of character that would look like this. I don't know, but he's 30 cents. I think this is from Paw Patrol, actually, which is a different thing, but that was the code that I was getting to read this morning when I was doing my little scan. And then another little mystery thing. They do these mystery things for kids, I think, just to keep them engaged, but it is the Micro Mellows. It's like a squishmallow, so I think it's a little tiny toy inside of this wonderful piece of plastic for $1.49. So some of this stuff really classic 90, and then other stuff would be off by like 20 cents, which is kind of odd. And then the mini Light Bright for $3.99. This item was completely sold out, so I don't know if they didn't even put a tag on it, but at 90% off, it would be 99 cents. So definitely go and ask for price checks and go and check this stuff out right away. It's either going to be on a Tuesday or a Saturday, and if your store is Saturdayed out, it would be on clearance right now. To watch yesterday's video, check it out linked right here, and we'll catch you in the next one. Bye, guys.